much to ask. I want a comfortable bed that won't hurt my back, food to fill me up, warm clothes and all that stuff. And shouldn't I have this? Shouldn't I?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's another allotment video today, and we're going to be sowing some more seeds. So it's what I'm going to be sowing in July. I've got a nice wad of seeds here. I think I've worked out where they're going to go. Some of them are going to go in some pots. If you'd seen my video when we first started our allotment, we had a lot of rubbish that was sort of piled up at the back of the allotment. Well, Mum and Ashley sorted a lot of that out, and we found lots of sort of plastic pots and stuff, quite big ones. So I'm going to fill them with some soil, and I'm going to plant a lot of things in there. And the good thing about that is one, we don't have to dig a bed, and two, we can just sort of plant, like move them around. As you can see, we've got quite a lot of trees, fruit trees on our allotment. So obviously we can't dig beds too close to them. So, but I can just put, you know, like a random pot sort of there or whatever. So that's the idea. And we're also going to try and do potatoes in them as well. So let me tell you what we're, oh look, you can see Mum. You see Mum just there. She's digging. We dug up some raspberries that are, you know, when they've spread into places we don't want them. So she's just dug them out. Yeah, so I'm going to tell you what we're going to be planting. So over here I've got carrots. And when I was giving it a weed, I noticed that I had a nice big gap here with nothing. So I'm going to put another row of carrots in there. And if I can find, if I've brought them with me, if not, I've left them up the other end of the allotment. Because oh no, here they are. It's just these ones. These ones I had in my garden, so in a pot, and I've just dug the last of them ones out, and I think that's what I've put here as well, I think. So it is these ones, which we can do, yep, till July. So it's carrot Speedo F1. So I'm going to put a row of them there. I'm going to leave them there so that I remember. Right, let's move on. And it's ones like this where I've got some, I put in some late peas. I've got a lovely row of them here, and the odd one around, but none have really come up over the other side. So I think what I'm going to do is just put odd rows in, obviously label it up of like radishes or turnips or stuff like that doesn't take up too much space. I can just put a random row in. This is my spider web of string for the peas to grow up. So this is the bed that Mum's just dug all the raspberries out of. That, well, it wasn't really a bed at the time, they'd sort of taken over the grass, but Mum's dug it over it and made it into a bed. So we've got all them raspberries there. So in here I am going to put, let me have a look, I'll tell you, I'm going to put some beetroot. So I've just got this Boltardi beetroot that I've got up the front, but I'm going to put some more in here, maybe 3 rows of that, and also some turnips and a little bit of this candy floss kale as well, which looks amazing. So I'm going to put them 3 in here. So I'm going to leave them there. And then these are some of the pots that we got that have just come. So I think they're 30 litre pots. I've got 3 of them here, and then we've got some more as well. So in there, what I'm going to do is plant some of these dwarf beans. I'm going to put them around in a circle around the outside, and then make like a wigwam with some sticks for them to grow up. In fact, they are dwarf ones, so I'm not sure if they will need, they might not need to, like big sticks, but we're going to put some of them in a few pots. And then also in some of the pots, as I say, that we found up the back, I'm going to put some radishes, these ones in a pot. The radish I'm going to put these ones I'm just going to put sort of, I might add them into with that other old raspberry bed, or just a row where I've got some space. I might just put a row of them in because they don't take up much space. I'm also going to be doing these wallflowers that I'm going to put into pots and keep in the greenhouse, and then plant out next year. Maybe not in the allotment, but maybe for the garden. And also the same with the lupins. I'm going to plant them in pots now, leave them in the greenhouse or leave them outside, and then put them out into the garden next year. I'm also going to grow some spinach. Spinach is great, you can just grow it most of the year really. I'm going to put that into pots as well because it just makes it nice and easy just to pick that. And then I've got this little gem lettuce I'm also going to plant as well. If you can see over there, Mum's just extending a bed there, so we're going to put the lettuce, little gem lettuce, in there. And then I've also got some rocket that I'm going to, this you can sow all year round, but I'm going to put some of that into pots as well. And then last thing I'm going to be sowing is this cabbage, this spring cabbage. So you sow it sort of July and August, and then it'll be ready to harvest in April or May. But the bed I want to put that in isn't quite ready because it's got something else in it. So what I'm going to do is going to put these into little pots, and then when the bed is ready I can transplant them as well. So rightly or wrongly, I've put another row there, and then because there is quite a big gap in between these rows, I've actually put another row in between each one. So I've used up all of these seeds now. I have got another variety that I have been already sowing elsewhere, but hopefully that'll give us a few more carrots down here. So I've just found, as part of all the rubbish at the back, I think this is like an old off of a rabbit run thing, but I'm just using it as a little sieve, and I'm not doing loads. I'm just trying to get rid of some of the roots and weeds and stones really. So I'm just putting some soil on and then giving it a shake, and actually, it leaves some nice thinner soil ready for the seeds. So we're just doing that on this bed where we've just dug up the raspberries, just getting it ready for, so you can see that bit I haven't done, this bit I've done a little bit, so it's a lot finer soil. So with this one I decided to do 3 long sort of rows rather than lots of little ones. So I put in the beetroot, and then this kale, there was hardly any, only 50 seeds in there, so I only did half a row, so it's between this and the end. And then I got the turnips down here. So for the rest of this row I just put in this black Spanish round radish, which I've not had before, but I will be growing more of that as well, but I just thought I'd put some in there. So now I'm going to go and plant my dwarf beans. So Mum has filled up these pots. I'm going to plant the seeds around the outside, and then I'll add the canes in. I'm not going to do it today, but once they grow a little bit more, then I'll add some canes in as well. So I've put 2 beans in each hole, and I've put like 4 lots in, if that makes sense. So hopefully, if out of the 2 in each hole, one of them will take. I'm just going to do the same in the other pots. And this is the little gem lettuce bed. It's already been pre-watered. We will have to put a fence netting around it, because we do have, I think I mentioned before, big problems with rabbits on here. But I'm going to put the seeds in now, and then I'll net it off in a couple of days. So off home now. Haven't planted everything that I wanted to, but some of it I'll do another day. But comment down below, let me know what you're planting in July, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.